Good afternoon. How you doing?
What was the most noticeable impact of jumping out to an early lead and starting fast like Coach wanted you to last week?
Yeah, I think the most notable impact was just the overall morale. Obviously coming off of those losses, we needed to start fast to kind of get our energy going, and I thought we did a great job at that. Throughout the game, I felt like we sustained our energy. You could see it all over the tape, man. Guys were just giving extra effort, and that's something that we really been talking about. And so, we want to continue to build on that and keep getting better each week.
What does that open up in the playbook? I think it's obvious, but what does that open up in the playbook? How many different things do you get to as a result of that lead?
Yeah, you saw the double pass with Jackson. It gives you an opportunity to get some of those off the call sheet, and most importantly, it just gives us that boost that we need, that morale. It allows us to go out there and play fast, get the O-line going, get those guys really rolling off the ball. And, I think whenever they're, playing the way they did, our offense is going to be extremely tough to beat. So, just starting early, starting fast, and then keeping that momentum, I think, is a huge thing for us, and we got to continue that.
How would you rate his quarterback decision-making on that play? Looked like that might have had some coverage.
Yeah, it worked out for him. I can't do that. I wouldn't throw that pass, but when you're a receiver and you get that opportunity, you got to take that shot. So I was really happy for him, and I thought it was a really good pass in that moment right there.
Does that mean he was at quarterback meetings this week?
He should be, because his decision-making probably a little off, but he's got more important things to worry about as a receiver. So.
What have you seen from him just as a receiver developing from year one to year two? Because we've seen him have some huge games this year and some quiet games. But Coach McDonald said he feels like he always feels JSN out there.
Yeah, he's outstanding. I think JSN is such a special player, and when he's on the field, like you said, like Coach said, you feel him out there. Whether it's blocking, whether it's running a route and he's getting double teamed and opening up for another guy, or catching the ball and making explosive plays. I think he can do it all. You even saw him throw the ball. So when he's out there, he's going to continue to make plays. What I see from him is a relentless work ethic. I think the way that he prepares, the way that he works is outstanding. You guys don't get to see him every day in practice, but, he's just the same guy every single day. And so for a young guy to be building on that and to be, really pushing himself in that way, it's only going to make him better. And so, for me, I just got to continue to help him harness it and continue to push him to be the best he can be.
Mike Terrell got his first start. You guys have been playing rookies on the line. Charles Cross is younger than the rookies, even though he's been in there for a couple of years. Can you talk about the role of Connor Williams coming in as a veteran in the middle of that line and what that's meant?
Yeah, man, Connor's meant everything to us. Since we've gotten him, he's been the consummate professional. The way that he approaches the game every single day, his demeanor, his want to, those are the things that, really permeates through the locker room, and it rubs off on everybody. And so, for Connor to come in the way that he has and to pick up the offense, in only a matter of weeks, he's still growing, he's still learning. We're still working together, still learning one another, but he's been outstanding. His demeanor, the way that he approaches the ball, the way he takes the ball. Obviously, he's got to go out there. He's got a tough job, right? You got to block, these big dudes out there, and you got to make room for Kenneth and, make space for me to get the ball off. But I think overall, man, he's led that group, and they're only going to continue to get better with him at the helm.
We've seen a few times this year where Tyler Lockett maybe doesn't have a big game statistically, but comes up in a big moment, the third down late in the Denver game, then the 2-minute drive last week. What about him? Is he kind of always available in those moments?
Yeah, I think Tyler is just how poised he is, right? He's steady. He's been that way throughout his entire life, throughout his entire career. And so he's never going to change. His demeanor's not going to change, whether he gets, 10 targets in the game or he gets 5 or he gets 3. He's going to run his routes the same way. He's going to give maximum effort. He's going to be the consummate leader that we need. He's going to bring the right energy and the right approach to the huddle. And when his time's called, when his numbers gets called, he makes the play every single time. And we know just how special he is and the work that he's put in. A lot of stuff behind the scenes to make sure his body's ready. And shoot, man, like he's one of my best friends. And I just want to continue to throw him the ball. I got to throw it to him more if I can. But I know I can always count on him, and he's always going to be there.
Quarterback in those moments, whether it's like a late third down or a 2-minute drive, in your head, are you thinking like Tyler's going to be available for this situation?
Yeah, we got so many, great guys that it makes my job that much easier. I just got to go out there and let the defense dictate where the ball goes. But a lot of times, man, it comes down to it being Tyler, and he's always in the right spot. He always, makes the catch. He gets his toes in bounds when he needs to, and he's even out there making blocks, man. He's doing it all. So I think Tyler is going to continue to get better. We're growing as an offense. Like, he's not, reached his peak yet. I think he's still got more life in him, and, he's showing us that.
The 12s make an impact in the game, but what makes them different from other fan bases?
Shoot, super rowdy, super loud. I really, like, when I was on other teams and I would watch Seattle, man, you just kind of envy the way there's a connection that you can see between the fans and the players and the entire organization. And I think, when you talk about the 12s, they're a part of the team. And so we're all connected out there. When we're out there in our home crowd, man, like we're talking about it all week, defending our turf. And we want to make our fans proud. We want to make them happy, give them something to cheer for. But they're going to be excited. They're going to be loud. We know that. And they make it tough on the opponent. You get false starts. You get, a lot of, delay of games simply because of how loud they are when we're out there.
What stands out to you about the challenge of Buffalo's defense?
I think they're going to be one of the better defenses we've faced so far. Just the way they play sound football, they're connected, they communicate well. Their strength is their D-line, a bunch of first-rounders up front, a lot of very active guys up front who can really get after it. And so it's going to be another challenge for us. But, when you watch their defense, man, like they just play all 11 as one. They keep it in front of them. Don't let you get the big plays that make you, matriculate the ball down the field. And, they force you to make mistakes. They believe in their offense, right? So they think they know they're going to score points and feel like they're going to put the pressure on your offense to, go out there and try to make plays. And so if we be patient and we do the right things, we win on the early downs. We take care of, the penalties and not having turnovers. We put ourselves in a good position to make plays.
What do you know about Ernest Jones from the times you played against him?
Man, great player. Great player, flying around. He was the leader on that defense, even when he was, young, just stepping in. Obviously a Super Bowl winner. He's got the right stuff, man. But, I know Mike is excited to have him. I think our guys are excited to have him. And, I know I am just from playing against him, man. He's always a problem out there. And so to have him on our side, I look forward to what he's going to do.
When a team you're on makes a trade mid-season, how do players typically find out about it? How does word spread around the locker room?
Coach told us in the meeting. Obviously, like I said, Jerome Baker's been a guy who, I've known for a while, and I've seen the way he's worked his butt off and, obviously got back healthy and was able to go out there and contribute to the team. But this is sometimes a part of the business, and hopefully it works out for both guys. But, Coach told us in the meeting and just kind of moved on from there.
When you see your team go out and add a couple players in trade during the season to try to make you guys better, like, is there kind of a sense in the locker room about, they're investing in us or, they see potential in us and trying to move forward? And do you guys kind of feel that when those sorts of things happen?
Yeah, we've always felt that. I think that's the great part of being here in Seattle and of being a part of this organization is, even when Pete was the coach, always compete, right? Like we're always striving to do whatever it takes to get better. And that goes for everybody in the building. And so I think when you look at it, I've always felt like that's been the case. And, I think these moves are no different than what we've always done.
You continue to be one of the most accurate passers in the NFL. When you have a game where you miss a couple throws, what are typically the reasons you found, and what are ways you get back into rhythm?
Yeah, there can be multiple, reasons for missing throws. I think, the one I can think of is the one to Jackson crossing route against San Fran where, I kind of sailed the ball a little high, was changing my arm angle on that one, trying to get it around somebody, and, I missed it. So, maybe I could have, taken a different approach, thrown it from the top and wouldn't have missed that throw. But honestly, man, like it's human error. Those things happen. I mean, no one's perfect. And so I think every single quarterback who's played has missed a throw. But you just got to be confident in your preparation, understand that, if you are accurate, you'll hit most of those and, just kind of wipe it out of your memory and keep going.
Do you look forward to these opportunities to trade throws with other quarterbacks that are known as, among the best in the NFL?
Yeah, hopefully they don't complete a pass. That's really the goal. But, if it comes down to it, I feel like I've been in shootouts my entire life, and, those moments I thrive. But, we want to go out there and we want to stop them on defense and, let our offense go over there and take control, and we complete all the passes and they don't.
What do you see in Josh Allen as a quarterback when you get a chance to watch him?
Spectacular playmaker, dual threat, a guy who's got a big arm, can throw it a mile. He's very accurate. He's gutsy. He'll make throws that a lot of guys won't attempt. And then he's hard to bring down in space. To be that, big in size and to run the way that he runs, he presents challenges for defenses. And you can see how much passion he has for the game. He rarely slides. He's going to try and, run you over if you can, if you're a defender. So guys have got to be ready for that. But, I see an outstanding player and a great opponent.
Geno, can you, when you come flush out of the pocket, can you talk about the importance of your receivers having the awareness of where to go in that space for you to find them?
Yeah, that's extremely important. Scramble drill is something that we rep and we talk about, and it's the second play, right? There's a play, and sometimes they cover it, or a guy may get beat up front, and you got to flush out of the pocket, and then there becomes a second play. And I think we got some of the best guys at that. Tyler Lockett's been, throughout his career, he's been outstanding at that. DK as well, and so all of our guys are good at finding space. Jackson, I've found him a few times on some scrambles, and he's been doing a great job at finding space. So I think all of our guys are, just really playing together and understanding, each other. And if I break the pocket, they know where to go, and I know where to find them.
Are you expecting DK Metcalf to try to play, and do you guys have to kind of guard him against himself with how he wants to play?
I have no say-so in that, but I'll be preparing for him to, if it's up to him, I know he's going to do everything he can to be out there. And obviously, as his quarterback, would love to have him. But I honestly have no say-so in that, so I'll let you know when I find out.
What was it like seeing Abe and George back at practice?
Great to have those guys back, especially Abe, just knowing how much he's battled just to get back out there. And, he told me he was feeling, pretty good after yesterday. I was just happy for him. It's been a while since he's been out there on the practice field. And then George as well, getting those guys back and having them on the line, having them available is something that we're going to need down the line. So as those guys continue to work back, man, we're just going to help them out. And really, really excited, though, for those guys.
You said you feel you've been in shootouts your entire life and you thrive in those moments. What is it about you that thrives in those moments? What do you like best?
I like passing. I like throwing the ball, so, I look forward to it.
Did you give Ken Walker, Zach Charbonnet, any tips after your dead leg scramble in Atlanta? You juked that guy out? Remember that play?
Did that happen? Yeah, I kind of forgot that game, but I don't think I need to tell Ken Walker anything about juking guys out there. I mean, he's got like a highlight tape, a mixtape of guys that he's made fall, and Zach as well. They actually helped me, work on that type of stuff. So I'm asking questions instead of telling them stuff.
Thank you, Geno.
Thank you, guys.